Have you ever wondered how spiders can walk up walls without falling down? It's like they have their own version of Spider-Man's sticky powers. But it's not magic. It's all science. You see, spiders have teeny tiny hairs on their legs called setae. These are not ordinary hairs. If you looked at them under a microscope, you'd see that each hair splits into hundreds of even tinier hairs. These tiny structures help spiders grip onto almost any surface through a force called van der Waals forces, which works at a microscopic level to create a grip strong enough to hold their body weight. But there's more. Spiders also use a special technique by slightly changing the tension across their legs with each step. They can literally unstick and then re-stick their feet with every movement, allowing them to roam freely on ceilings and walls without plummeting to the ground. This combination of physical structures and movement techniques makes them nature's ultimate climbers. Next time you see a spider scaling your wall, you'll know it's all down to those fantastic microhairs and clever muscle control. Nature sure is fascinating. Have you ever shone a flashlight in the woods at night and noticed animals' eyes glowing back at you, like tiny flashlights in the dark? This intriguing phenomenon happens because of a special part in some animals' eyes called the tapetum lucidum. Imagine you're driving, and your headlights illuminate a cat by the roadside. The cat's eyes glow brightly, almost like tiny reflectors. The tapetum lucidum, found in the back of their eyeballs, acts like a mirror. When light enters their eyes, it bounces off the tapetum, giving them a second chance to catch the light. This makes their eyes appear to glow and also enhances their ability to see in low-light conditions. This adaptation is crucial for nocturnal animals or animals active at night, as it significantly improves their night vision, allowing them to hunt or avoid predators. While this might sound like a superpower to humans, for animals like cats, dogs, and even deer, it's just another tool to navigate their shadowy worlds with ease.
Have you ever found yourself yawning because you saw someone else do it? It's not just in your head. Yawning is contagious. But why does this happen? Scientists believe it might go back to our ancestors. See, yawning is not just a signal that we are tired. It's believed to play a role in social bonding. Imagine a group of early humans around a campfire. If one yawns, it might subtly trigger empathy in others, making everyone aware of shared states, like alertness or tiredness. When you see someone yawn, your brain's mirror neurons fire up. These neurons make you naturally mimic actions you observe. It's like your brain saying, "Hey, let's sync up." This has a practical side too. Synchronizing levels of alertness could have helped groups work better at avoiding dangers. So next time you yawn after someone else, remember, it might just be your brain's way of bonding and keeping everyone on the same page.
How does Wi-Fi manage to zoom through walls and keep you binge-watching your favorite shows from any room? Well, imagine Wi-Fi as a superhero made up of electromagnetic waves. These waves are different from visible light, which can't pass through walls. Wi-Fi waves are longer than light waves, similar to radio waves, so they can sneak through solid objects like Superman passing through walls. Think of it like listening to music playing in another room. You can't see the radio or speaker, but you can still hear the tunes. That's because the sound waves travel through the air and around obstacles like doors and walls. Wi-Fi uses a similar trick, but with waves you can't see or hear. When Wi-Fi waves hit a wall, they can either bounce off the surface or squeeze through, losing a bit of strength in the process. That's why you might notice a drop in signal in rooms farther from your router. However, these waves are pretty resilient and will keep bouncing around until they find and connect to your devices. So, next time you're streaming a movie on your couch, remember that Wi-Fi is working hard, dancing through your walls to keep you connected. Have you ever wondered how your phone knows where you're touching the screen? Let's break it down. Most smartphones use a technology called capacitive touchscreens. Think of your screen like a grid made of teeny invisible wires, each helping the screen sense changes in its electric field. When your finger touches the screen, it alters this electric field, like when you rub a balloon on your head and your hair sticks up. Our bodies naturally conduct electricity, and your touch causes little changes that the phone detects and interprets as a location on the grid. This is why a regular pen won't work on your phone. It doesn't change the electric field the way your finger does. However, special styluses can mimic this effect. What's amazing is that your phone processes all these signals in a nanosecond, displaying your commands instantly. So, next time you swipe through photos or type a message, you'll know your phone is just one big, smart electric sensing grid. Have you ever wondered why magnets stick to your fridge but not to a wooden table? Let's break it down in simple terms. Magnets come with two ends, known as poles, one called the North Pole and the other the South Pole. Opposite poles attract each other, and same poles repel. Sounds like magic, right? But there's more to the story. Your fridge door seems to have a magical attracting power because it contains iron, which is a magnetic material. Iron has tiny magnetic regions called domains. These domains are like little compass needles inside the iron that usually point in random directions, canceling each other out. However, when you bring a magnet close, it aligns these domains, making the iron act like a magnet itself and sticking to your magnet. Wooden tables, lacking this special magical quality, leave your magnets powerless. Have you ever wondered why chopping onions somehow turns you into a weepy mess? Well, it's all due to a chemical reaction. When you cut an onion, you break its cells, releasing enzymes that react with substances forming a compound called syn-propanethyl S-oxide. This compound is a bit mischievous because it quickly becomes airborne, zooming straight for your eyes. Now your eyes are guarded by a tear film, which might as well be the security team. When this syn-propanethyl S-oxide gas hits, your eyes immediately react. They send a message to your brain saying, "Hey, we've got an intruder." In response, your brain orders your glands to produce tears to wash away the irritant, much like how you might rinse dust out of a wound. So your tears are just your eyes attempting to protect themselves. A tip for next time. Chill an onion before cutting it or slice it underwater to keep the tears at bay. Have you ever wondered why astronauts in space sometimes see different times on their clocks compared to those on Earth? This quirky phenomenon mostly stems from the fascinating principles of Einstein's theory of relativity. On Earth, we experience time consistently because we're all affected by similar gravitational forces. But in space, things are different. According to Einstein, gravity isn't just a force. It's actually a curve in the fabric of space-time. When you are near a massive object, like Earth, space and time curve more. This causes time to tick more slowly compared to places with less gravity or higher up in space. So, in the International Space Station, which orbits Earth and experiences less gravitational pull compared to us, time runs a tiny bit faster. This effect is called time dilation. While it's usually very minuscule, precise clocks onboard spaceships or satellites consider these changes to maintain accuracy. In essence, while you may have seconds to spare, an astronaut might have one more. Literally, thanks to space-time and gravity showing how flexible time really is.
Have you ever wondered why we dive into vivid dreams every night while we're fast asleep? In simple terms, dreaming is a natural part of our sleep cycle, particularly during a phase called REM sleep. REM stands for rapid eye movement, which is what happens when our eyes flicker beneath our eyelids as we dream. The purpose of dreaming isn't fully understood, but scientists believe it's crucial for processing emotions and experiences. When we dream, our brains are highly active, almost like they're piecing together a jigsaw puzzle of our waking experiences. This helps us manage stress, solve problems, and even improve creativity. Additionally, dreams may help reinforce memories. Think of them as a brain workout, reorganizing what we've learned and storing important information while tossing out the stuff we don't need. So, while you might remember flapping your arms and suddenly becoming an eagle in your dreams, it's actually your brain's way of staying healthy and organized. In essence, our dream world is a fascinating, mostly mysterious process that keeps our minds sharp and ready for the challenges of the waking world. So the next time you drift off and dream, remember it's more than just another bizarre adventure. It's your brain doing its nightly housekeeping.